This is our second video on the harmonic form. In this video, I'd just like to prove an assertion that I made in the first video, namely that I can rewrite the cosine of x plus sine x as a single cosine function with a phase shift of pi over 4 and an amplitude of 2 over radical 2. Right? If you'll notice, on this right side we have the difference of two angles inside the argument of the cosine. And so in this proof, I'm going to take advantage of the difference formula, or the angle difference formula for the cosine, and I've written that at the top to remind us what that is. At the start, just to make things easier, I'd like to point out that 2 divided by radical 2 is just radical 2, right? So this form will be a little bit easier to work with. So I'm going to focus on showing that cosine x plus sine x is equal to this guy over here on the right. Okay? And there are going to be a number of tricks along the way. In the next video, we'll point out where these tricks are coming from. Let's just show that these equalities are in fact true. Alright, so the cosine of x plus the sine of x. The first thing I'm going to do is factor out a square root of 2. Okay. When I do that, I'm left with 1 over radical 2 cosine x plus 1 over radical 2 sine of x. Right? Notice radical 2 times this term just gives me the cosine, and radical 2 times the second term just gives me the sine. Right? So here I factored out the square root of 2. Now here I have cosine x, sine x, right? So let's think here, cosine u, sine u. I would like to get cosine v and sine of v, right? In other words, I want to take 1 over radical 2 and 1 over radical 2 and write this as the cosine of some angle and the sine of the same angle. Well, the angle that does that, the angle that we're going to use, is pi over 4. So I'm going to rewrite 1 over radical 2 as the cosine of pi over 4. And I'm going to rewrite this 1 over radical 2 as the sine of pi over 4. So all I've done is I've just rewritten these values in terms of the cosine and the sine of the same angle. And the reason I've done this is because I want to see what's on the right side of this difference formula. I have the cosine of x times the cosine of pi over 4 plus the sine of x times the sine of pi over 4. So using this equality in this direction, I have radical 2 times the cosine of x minus pi over 4. And we'll explore the details of where these manipulations come from in the next video.